Oh. There we go. Okay. Hey everyone. This is Chaotic Teal, and yeah, I just felt like doing something different today. So I went to Target a little bit ago, and they had this Mega Construx Tyranitar set on sale for like $9. So I figured I'd just stream putting it together, because that sounds like fun. Wow. Pokémon music plays in the background. So I've already started getting some of the pieces out, though we actually need these two bags out as well. I've tried to frame things in such a way that it is reasonably visible, but that also means leg cam, for which I apologize. Let's see. Also, the awkward thing about building a Tyranitar is that at least 90% of the pieces are the same shade of green. Oh, there's all... Okay, not all of them. No. There we go. I might keep these in their little bag, because there's a bunch of tiny little claw pieces there. Hard to properly show. There, you can kind of see them there. And I don't want them to go all over the place, so we'll just set that there for now. For whatever reason, the instructions say, okay, just go ahead and open 5 out of the 7 bags of pieces right from the outset. So here I am, opening 5 of the 7 bags of pieces right from the outset. Other people probably sort Lego pieces differently. I pretty much always sort by color, because the shape of the pieces I can generally pick out. Granted, when everything is lime green, that does become slightly more complex. Let's see. We're looking for a 1x2 piece with a little nub, but not a nub on the side, like this one. Or, not a nub on the long side. A nub on the end. I'm mostly visible in the camera when I have it like this. Let's rotate it this way a little bit so we can actually... So my head will mostly stay in frame. It's hard for me to test that kind of thing when I'm not actively leaning down and looking through stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay. A part of me is a little bit sad that the Pokémon building toy license is owned by not Lego, but that also means that I can get a 400-piece not Lego set for $9, which would not be the case with an actual Lego brand set. So, there are pros, there are cons. Let's see what we've got next. Is that... okay, that's... I mean, the directions aren't really going to be visible on camera unless I actively move them all around. We're just doing that, but again, they're... pretty much. I guess not quite. We need one of these, we need a square from this sea of lime green. I suppose in this case, where everything is a similar color, it might have been better to sort by size or something. But it's fine. This is intended, actually. It's like putting together a puzzle. Half the fun is looking for the little... we're getting... what's the point of the bags? I guess it might be a better idea to keep, or to have kept, the bags separate. So maybe I'll do that for these last couple of bags. Oh no. Oh no. That doesn't bode well. Wait, are those pieces even in bag 4? I don't think they are. No, I'm just a clown. That was step 4. So we'll just scoot these off to the side. It's fine. My reading comprehension clearly needs a little bit of work, but it's fine, actually. We're good. All is well. Okay, so those go across like that. We need 3 more of these. How exactly does this work? Okay, like that. So there. But then we need to actually secure them with anything. So, like these. And that secures them. Let's just add these last couple of pieces for, you know, completion's sake. There we go. hopefully before long this will start to look more like a Tyranitar. I'm quite fond of Tyranitar. Which is something that I've realized pretty recently. And it's kind of a shame because Tyranitar's got a lot of crippling weaknesses. But it just looks so cool. Okay, we specifically need... two of these. Two of these. And two of these. Okay, that's Pokemon Go. It's probably telling me about the ladybugs that are running rampant in the streets. Because I've realized that my streams always overlap with Spotlight Hour. Okay, so these go here and... oh no. The directions were simple, and yet I did not read them. Thus, here we are. It would probably be more fitting for me to just leave this song on the entire stream, but I don't think anyone actually wants that. Diamond and Pearl does have an extremely good Pokemon Center theme, though. It freestyles a little bit. It, goes hard, as the kids say? I don't know if that's a correct use of that phrase. It slaps? I should stop attempting to use modern slang before I embarrass myself further. I feel like as someone who works in education, I am both more aware of what phrases the youth say and less connected with what they mean. If I'm referring to other people as the youth, it's already over for me. I've already lost any war I could attempt to wage on being cool. So anyway, it looks like this is actually starting to look like a Tyranitar with this step. We need this one, and its opposite side friend. Here we go. Look at that. That, my friends, is starting to look like a Tyranitar torso. A Tyranitorso, if you are so inclined. Or if you're not, I don't really care. I'm going to continue to say things like this and everyone is just going to have to deal with it. I'm glad I'm not alone in being increasingly aware of my disconnect from young people, and really being increasingly aware that I only dubiously qualify as young people. Which is the silly thing. I do. I qualify as a young person. I'm a child. I'm not actually a child. I'm 23. And sitting here building a Lego dinosaur Pokemon. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. But there's so many pieces that look like this that are not exactly the one that I'm looking for. It's very specific about using a gentler slope, but all the gentler slopes... Oh, no, it's very specifically telling me not to use a gentler slope. I'm just not reading the directions again. That simplifies things. The answer is, I'm a clown. Unless there's a... No, these are supposed to be a little bit lower than the last ones. I have strong memories of this particular theme. Granted, in the remakes that came out last year, I find the bike substantially less useful. Anyway, I find the bike substantially less useful in the remakes because it's just too fast, which is not something I thought that I would say. But moving around quickly becomes far less helpful when it is too fast to actually control. Okay, we're making progress. This is rapidly becoming more Tyranitar shaped. Ooh, we're doing the thing. Is there an order to this? Oh, there is. Oh no. Well, we'll discover our crimes when we are finished doing them. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think we're this way. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. It's all blue now. Cool. What piece of those? Okay, they've got connectors on both sides. I'm gonna put that here and here. It looks like we are now building the back of Tyranitar. I'm just going to take a lot of these. If I can get them to cooperate. There we go. And that goes... We need a little slopey lad. It's a technical term, that. And that goes here. And then we do that again, but with a wing going the opposite way. Ugh, sitting like this is terrible on my feet. I've made mistakes. This is slightly better, at least for now, so we'll go with it. Okay, and that slopey lad is right here, faces that way, and goes here. Also, Rowlet is here to supervise. He's doing a great job. Let's see. There we go. 2x3. Here we go. We'll go a little square tile. I feel like these are a little bit harder to connect than Legos. It might be a material difference, because there's not really much design difference. These practically are just Legos. They're just slightly weird Legos. Okay, and here. No. Cooperate with me. There we go. Ooh, those are interesting shapes. These ones. Wild. And more taller slopes of this sort. It's coming together. No, not these. There's some really funky shapes in this set. This goes down here, and we need another one of these for right here. I guess that's where the arms are gonna attach. Another 2 and 1, which really just makes me question why they didn't use a 3x1s for those, but I'm not a Lego designer. That'd be rad, though. Probably not a job a library science master would help in. Though maybe one that a game design bachelor's might. Heck if I know. Okay. Come on, there we go. Okay. See, they use 3x1s in this step. Maybe there's some structural thing that just makes it more solid. Something weird like that. I don't know. Okay, we're on to pages 8 and 9 of the instructions. Only... oh my. Okay. It's only been like 20 minutes, so... let's see, another dark green here. With some... I'm just now realizing that pretty much all of the dark green is internal anyway. There we go. Dark green, this thing, and okay, if there's a purpose here, I sure don't know it. Okay, now I kinda... there are some capital C choices in this block of plastic, but I design games, not construction toys. Which just makes me think of the phrase, I write sins, not tragedies, and I don't remember whether that's an album or a song, and whether that's Panic at the Disco or I don't even remember. My brain will not cooperate with me today. It's fine. Oh. This hasn't been on screen. There we go. I guess the last general stream I did was the editing stream that I kept that off for. Is that Panic at the Disco? Okay. Right, the other one I was thinking of was My Chemical Romance, I think. I don't know. I've been tangential to a lot of people who are more involved in popular culture than I am. The osmosis only goes so far. Granted, those two groups, I've been tangential to a lot of people who are more invested in them than I am. I am very proficient in my lane of pop culture, and my lane of pop culture is knowing the names, typings, and locations of all 898 currently available Pokémon. Everyone has their specialty, and mine is not music. Okay, we are attaching more things here. You gotta remember to actually show kind of what we're doing every so often. Even if the average step really doesn't look like much. It is a block of plastic with slightly more plastic on it. Okay, got a... There we go. They're all over here. There we go. Like the front before it, this side is becoming more and more Tyranitar shaped, which is the goal. So I'd say we're doing well. This is also a song that I have substantial memories of. I'm really glad that they made the Diamond and Pearl soundtracks available for everyone, even if it was just for a limited time, but that they also had this policy so I can actually use them in videos. Because I have a lot of game soundtracks, but for the most part, music purchases are for personal use only. That's what people get content ID'd for. So it's nice that by just including the little note in the description about the terms of use, I can use the Diamond and Pearl soundtrack on stream. And sometimes it just makes sense to do that, like when I'm actively building a not LEGO set of a Pokémon. Let's see, we need another one of these. We're almost out of these dark green pieces. At least in this... No, I guess the other two bags don't have any dark green. So yeah, we're almost done with the dark green. Which means we must be about done with the interior of the torso. these. Give him the second little black triangle. And ooh, now they want the shorter slopes. Where are they? Where are you hiding the shorter slopes? Is this a shorter slope? It is. Wonderful. Need one more. Oh, here we go. Huzzah! Back achieved. Now we need this here, and a little 1 by 1 to top it off. And it's starting to look very Tyranitar shaped, which really, when it's just the torso, is kind of a similar shape to an avocado. This is just the makings of a chunky guacamole. But that's fine. They'll be more dinosaur-shaped soon. Or Godzilla-adjacent shaped. Which might be too many words to describe a shape. Okay. Big step for this one. Putting together Lego sets is sort of like putting together a puzzle. I mean, you do have more direction in terms of exact steps for a Lego set, but there are still different camps people fall into, I feel. Okay, we need specifically one with holes in the studs. Is that going to end up being tail? Probably. Okay, more of these funky slopes, or corners anyway. And some more tall slopes. And that's all I needed for that step. Ooh, we're getting into these now. We've got the blue section on the back that I don't think I was aware Tyranitar had. But so it goes. Looking less and less like an avocado with every step. Sort of. Most avocado pits are not blue. I will grant him that. Okay, the last two dark green pieces. One of these little hand-looking things there. That'll probably be a tail joint if I had to guess. There we go. Okay, and then interesting. Okay. So we've got a 1x3, and a slope, one of these little half-step kind of things, with a 1x1 in the half-step. Then we've got another half-step that doesn't have a 1x1, but it does put one here. And then another half-step thing on that one that also has a 1x1. But ultimately, if it will cooperate, there we go. It ultimately looks like this. And that goes right here, I would guess. Yeah. And then we do it again, but reverse for the other side. And I do understand. It is much better. Well, especially given that these sets are aimed for kids. The target demographic is substantially younger than me. And I might assert what should come next, but I might be wrong. So, since there's not necessarily an inherent order, it's better to be absolutely clear with the directions for these. I guess writing directions for this kind of thing is almost like writing a program, in that you have to assume that the process is not going to happen unless you clarify every step individually. Let's see. No, stay. Oh, I'm holding it upside down. That would explain the confusion. Oh, that goes in the middle. And then we need some of these little quarter circle plates and a whooshy boy. That's probably not the technical name for that piece, but if you say it confidently enough, no one can dispute. Oh yes, and 21 guns, the route theme. Okay, and then we need to do another one of those, but reversed. Whooshy boy. And there we go. Okay, so we got those two. Which really don't reverse at all. There's no... That's just the same set of directions from a different angle, but that's okay. It looks like that comes together like this. To form the base. And actually that step did a lot to make it look more like an avocado. It'll eventually stop looking like an avocado, it's fine. We got so much more Tyranitar to build. Looks like we're shifting over to a different section now, though. Stacking some plates. Got one of these for a joint. The real question is, will this end up being an arm or a leg? Because if we're moving to a different section, it's definitely a limb. I think that's the fun thing, even about just following the directions for this kind of thing. Seeing how all of these disconnected chunks of plastic come together to form something that we can interpret as a thing. He said eloquently. But I think that still gets my meaning across. All these pieces fit together somehow, even if only a few of them. Like, this is an eye. That's what that is. It's got the little eye printed on it. But most of these other pieces, who knows where they end up? Question is, how do I comfortably legs? I'm gonna actually grab Batman here, just so I have more leeway. I can knees. That's fine. Okay, now square with things on it. The things go like this, and they too form a square. Oh. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, so there are things that go up and there are things that go down. Wild. I did not get that direction correct the first time. But now it looks a little bit like a frog. Which is important information. Okay, and then one of the double-sided thingies goes on that. Come on. Double-sided thingy, cooperate. Okay, this thingy gets more thingies attached. Okay, it's a double-sided square piece on the bottom here, or what I'm calling the bottom. One of these with a knobbly bit on the side. Let's try and stay in frame, mostly. Okay, that one just goes up. And there's a normal little guy here. And there, that's a whole lot of plates getting stashed together. How do they connect? Well, first they get a little slopey guy. Okay, but concept. Keep talking but nobody explodes, except you're building a Lego set instead of defusing a bomb. I feel like that'd be incredibly funny. If you're not familiar, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a game, a very telephone-esque game, where one person has a case with several devices in it, rigged to explode in a certain amount of time, and other players can't see the case with the explosive, but have the directions for what to do with the various pieces if they look this way or that. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Did I miss an entire... flat guy? Yes. Okay. Okay, so that goes like this. And then they combine to form a Megazord. And I'm only kidding about that a little bit, because Tyranitar does kind of look like a Megazord. How? Here. There we go. This could be a leg. Actually, it probably is a leg based on the joint structure. Okay, and then we're on yet another separate section. Who knows what the dogs are barking at? They just do this sometimes. Ooh, now we finally get to use the little slopey guys with the weird angles. Oh yeah, the point of the whole keep talking and nobody explodes tangent is that I absolutely want a game where you have to assemble Lego sets while the people with the instructions cannot see anything that is actively being built. I think that'd be hilarious. Okay, so that is funky. Wild. That comes together like... Oh no, it's upside down. That makes somewhat more sense. I need to remember to keep it mostly in frame. Looks to be a foot of some kind, or the beginnings thereof. I didn't need that part of my foot. It's fine, I'm building another one. That's how that works, right? Ooh. Oh, we actually finally need to break into this. So I'm gonna just do some shifting. And dump that in there. Ooh, the spikes are kind of weird and rubbery. I was not expecting that texture. Are the claws? No, the claws are not. We can just... put some claws in here. This is actually a pretty cool set. I might pick up some others of these Pokemon sets a little bit down the line. Okay, so yes, that's a foot. This goes in like that. And we have Leggy. Look at that ankle motion. Look at it go. Woo! Okay. Then we need this piece. And somewhere in here, there, no, that's the wrong side. this one completes this little triangle. Gives us a more Tyranitar-esque outer leg and a little kneecap. And there we go. That's a whole leggy. Now we gotta do it again. Let's go. I really enjoy Lego sets. I don't get them a lot because they're expensive. I mean, the only couple that I've picked up... I've picked up a couple of the smaller ones, just every so often. But for the most part, the smaller ones just aren't as interesting. And that's reasonable. They can't all be super in-depth projects. But at the point that I'm at, I get far more entertainment out of putting together at least somewhat complex sets. And for anything that falls into that range of complexity, you're talking upwards of $100 for a particularly involved set. I mean, the two big sets that I picked up in the last year or so were the NES with the TV and Mario Brothers, and the Mario 64 question block. Both of which are incredibly in-depth and fascinating sets. And particularly for someone whose primary form of pop culture is video games, specifically the Nintendo side of things, I really enjoy them. They were well worth the cost. But I cannot constantly pay that for a Lego set. So, these having a cheaper price point, I mean, granted, this one was on sale, but I think their average price point is still significantly lower than an actual Lego set. So, I might pick up more of these. And hey, if I do, maybe I'll stream building them. I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's a little more fun to effectively talk to myself while building instead of just sitting here in silence, constructing on my own for hours. Granted, I think that this one is probably going to put us at right about the 2-hour mark, since we are close to an hour at this point. I think, yeah, right about an hour. I guess a little over, because I did start just before 6. Anyway, I guess let me know if you want to see more random Lego set construction streams. I'd be down. As long as they're not too frequent, because my budget wouldn't be able to handle that. But I think they've got... And of course, this wasn't on sale, but they have a set that is all of the evolutions. Again, that was not on sale, which is the main reason that I didn't get that one and did get this one. But they had my curiosity, and now they have my attention. Are there even any more of those? It says I need another 1x2 without any bells or whistles. Having trouble picking one out of the limited selection of pieces that remains. Oh. No, that's supposed to be like that. I don't think that could have been out far enough for it to get trapped. If I keep shoving pieces around, maybe I'll eventually find it. Most perplexing. Yeah, that's a double-sided one. This is a problem I'm not used to having. Nothing in the avocado. And I can't imagine that I've used more of those than I should have. If that were the case, I would expect that there'd be a similar equivalent piece left over. I have strong memories of this particular song as well, though only the first few notes of it. When I was a kid, one of my friends had an action replay. No avocado. That we messed around with some. And the end result was that my copy of Diamond froze whenever I entered the battle zone. Even on a fresh save. Well, it looks like that spot is not structurally critical or hard to get to, so I'm just gonna keep going without it for now. And it'll be fine. Probably. If I find the piece, I'll just attach it. Yeah, it just goes right in that little gap. So it won't cause any horrible structural issues for it not to be there. And maybe I'll find it. I guess I could check the bags just to make sure. Because sometimes you do get like one piece still stuck in a bag. It doesn't look like that's the case here. Yeah. Not seeing. Nope. Well, we'll just circle back to it if the piece turns up. It'll be fine. Right, Rowlet? Okay, let's keep moving. Because now, we're putting together that other foot. I don't think it'll really matter what, Ooh, actually it will matter. So, we'll keep... The thing that will matter is which side has the plate and which side has the joint. So, yeah, we'll just keep that to specifications. Wouldn't want to cut too many corners or our supervisor will be disappointed. And this is a supervisor I do not want to displease. We gotta put some more claws on. One thing, just from a design perspective, that I think I appreciate a little more about the LEGO set specifically is the dedication to not having visible connector points. They're a little bit less consistent about that in this set. We got our legs though. Our avocado boy can stand. It looks a little like a frog like this. But you can see there are just a couple of pieces on like the feet and the outside that have visible connecting points. Not that we're done yet. There is time for that to change. Okay, yeah. Putting it through that gap is going to be easier than poking it through the top. I want one of these double-sided circles. And are people seriously still shooting off fireworks? Oh, and we're doing all that twice. I'm not a big fan of fireworks. Today being the 5th, yesterday was the 4th of July. And I never look forward to it. I don't dislike the look of fireworks. But it's the hearing random explosion noises outside my house that makes me a little uneasy. Okay. We've got flat circle. I'm thinking these are the arms, which I suppose does make sense, because Tyranitar isn't quite T-Rex build, but not huge in the arm department. Didn't skip leg day, but did skip arm day. Okay, so we got these two and those two. And presumably they're going to connect. Yes. Now, our boy can T-pose. Which is an absolutely devastating play. Outstanding move. The crowd goes wild. The national debt has been balanced, and all is right with the world. 'Cause our boy can T-pose. Look at him go. Yeah. Okay. And we do still have several pieces sitting around, but none of them particularly conducive to filling that gap from earlier. We do, however, need bags 4 and 5 real this time. Let's open up over here. Okay, everything's out. Bag is on the bed. Put these purple pieces with the other purple pieces. And it looks like we do have a couple more of those 1x2 connectors or plates in this set, but I don't want to repurpose those until I know for sure. That they're going to be spare. That is pink. I thought that was the light reflecting off of them. I'm not sure what's happening, but whatever it is very enthusiastic. Were those game corner noises? Have this funky shaped piece. This looks like it's gonna be a head. I don't know about anyone else, but this looks kind of alligator mouth shaped. Could be a lower jaw, could be an upper jaw, we'll find out. Okay, we got some more of these half-step slopey boys. And some more of these funky slope boys. I should probably get more descriptive names for these things. Not everything can be a slopey boy. As much as it would make for a perfect world. Okay, yes, this is going to be upper jaw. / top of head. Let's move this little separator bit in there. Just for consistency. Excuse me. Consistency is not exactly the right word, but whatever. It's not being blocked by my knee anymore. Okay, so now we need the little eyepieces. And that's how I know this is an upper. Couple little wings to attach them to. And a little nose piece. Look at that. Got a whole face now. And they're an angle. You can kind of see the little nose, nostril marks there. Kinda. Okay, we got some wild steps here. There. Okay. So that goes in the center back here with a couple of these kind of facing outward. It looks like they've got a very specific diagram here that makes me think it's probably important. It's like we're performing some strange dental work. Except, I guess, very involved strange dental work, considering that we are just full-on constructing a jaw. Here's that piece. Line that up with the hook. Then these. I noticed when I played Brilliant Diamond that the That piece of that song repeats way more times than I thought it did. It feels like it should stop repeating, and it just doesn't. And I respect that, but I also fear it. Okay, we need this and that. Then some flattish, slopey lads. We're going places. We can beat the odds. We can go the distance. Okay. Now we've got these. That need to combine in a compatible and not criminal way. And they can kind of start to define the jaw here. Oop. We're moving on to pink. And we're immediately moving off of pink because there are only 2 pink pieces. So appreciate them. Cherish the pink. Which you can only kind of see because it's a very light pink. Okay. Taller slope. Half-steppy things again. There's the other. And we're just slapping bits all over this little section. Come on. There we go. We seem to be approaching completion, which I say mostly because we are running out of pieces. Hopefully, we will find the piece necessary to fill that last little gap in the leg. It will be slightly tragic if that does not occur. Okay, that just hooks right in there. Line it up a little better. He can do it chompy now. Look at him go. Proud of you. And now we get to use this big old piece, slap it right in the middle of his forehead. Ah, and that gets a little hand-looking thing here. So it can connect there. Now he's looking very close to done, which is exciting. Little mouth can open. Head can move. It's great. This is going great. Wouldn't you agree? This is too much power for one man to have. They say money cannot buy happiness, but they clearly have not spent $9 on a knockoff. Well, not really a knockoff, but a not Lego set at Target. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly we're... Maybe this is the tail. Maybe we're building the tail. This is looking kind of tail-shaped. I'm admittedly becoming less confident that there will be spare pieces for that little missing leg bit. We're running out of pieces that could work there. That's the piece I'm missing. Another one of these half-circly things. Okay. Yep, that's decidedly tail-shaped. Or at least partial tail-shaped. And we are moving forward from it. That goes on top here. Then green circly bit. And this. And another green circly bit. Then this, which is step 100. Okay, now we need some of the little spikes. To make it almost look like a flower. And just a strange, very pointy flower. shift that a little bit. Try to center them. Realize how woefully uncentered they are. Okay, and this gets this piece. It attaches here. Neat. And that attaches here, as expected. Okay, then we got 6 of the big spikes. Going in down the back. There are way more than 6 of these spikes, though. So I hope that more of them are going to be attached. Though I guess there are right around... there are 8. Looks like there are 8 of each type of spike. Okay, we've got the other 2 big spikes on the shoulder blades, and I guess kind of below the shoulder blades. This is about where the shoulder blades would be. I don't know, anatomy is not my strong suit. I didn't like biology. I didn't take anything past my high school honors biology, because I was just glad not to have to dissect anything. Frankly, I have trouble preparing and serving any kind of meat that originates in whole animal presenting form. As I determined when I tried to help prepare some rotisserie chicken for a soup kitchen at one point. Okay, we're on to the blasty part. which is neat. The other thing that was on sale, or another thing that was on sale from this whole series was this super interesting trainer battle set that had, I think, 6 Pokemon with various attacks. And this does kind of look like I'm trying to feed him the wrong end of a lollipop. I don't know what move that is. It might be Dark Pulse. But he's got a little blasty there. I don't know that Dark Pulse is a very good move for Tyranitar, but I guess it looks impressive. Is that the end? Yep. And that is it. So, final question. And I think I've determined the answer. Actually, I kind of like that answer better. Can we do anything about this gap? I'm gonna borrow your leg for a moment, buddy. And I think what we can do to hide the gap best is just place this little flat tile over it, where the connecting piece is supposed to go. Because then from the outside... Okay, that's not a good side to show from. It looks indistinguishable. So... hooray! Here's our Tyranitar in all his glory. Look at him go. Neat. Okay. So like I said before, I might do more of these at some point. Oh yeah, this is that trainer battle set. See if I can try to figure out how to angle this thing. But it comes with like 6 different Pokemon and a little arena for them. So, yeah, maybe I'll see about picking up another one of these sets at some point. For now, I hope you enjoyed what was a very spur of the moment and unusual stream. We'll be continuing with Dragon Quest III on Saturday, and then Mario and Luigi next Tuesday, though I might see if I can work in an extra stream of Mario and Luigi this week, since we didn't do that tonight, because I'm not working this week. But in any case, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Later, everyone.